It's got a sharp ass fucking migraine. How violently I have to shift my sleeping schedule hurts. It physically hurts. All because when he stopped working, they stopped sleeping. They when he stopped working, they started sleeping at the same time, which is months ago, close to a year ago. I was like, he didn't. He used to wake up at 9 a.m. What happened? Well, it's not my fault. It's just waking up at the same time. It's like, why do they talk like that? Okay, but it actually is your fault because he's now sleeping at the same time you do. But now I have to sleep at the same time he does. This isn't my sleeping schedule. This isn't it. I don't wake up at 1 in the morning. 1 in the fucking morning to wake up to give him dinner at 1:30 to make sure that he's eating dinner at 1:30 in the morning because that's his fucking sleeping schedule. Unable to log into Fortnite servers. Please try again later. Deadass? Why not? Is there something happening that I'm not aware of? Oh shit. Are you lying? Am I gonna have to play Fall Guys or something? Wait for game. Wait for game. Bitch, I don't want to be awake. It's not the time though. I want to be asleep. I want to be asleep. This is the time that's supposed to be awake. This isn't the time that baby's supposed to be yelling. This isn't the time that anybody's supposed to be awake. So I literally have to get him up at the time that I wake up, around 10. This baby's gonna get so mad at me because I'm gonna have to keep him up at the correct time. Not waking up at 1 p.m. to eat breakfast. Or I'm waking up at 1 in the morning and going back to sleep at 4? Maybe? If I'm lucky. I couldn't even get out of that one. I couldn't even get out because I had probably just slept 2 hours again. Making it 4 hours in 2 nights I've been sleeping. 2 hours one night, 2 hours another night. I can't have only 2 hours of fucking sleep a night. I'm gonna end up in the psych unit. And in Canada, they don't give a fuck about me. They'll just jack my organs with some maid bullshit. Oh yeah, she's just, undesirable because she's mentally ill. So why not just kill her and take her organs? Because that's all she's good for. Canada, made. That's what's made for. And if you don't, if if you don't think so, that's because you're in denial and you love getting fucked in the ass. Motherfucker. I'm gonna watch some fucking shit on YouTube. I'm fucking tired. Three yellow hair dyed together. I don't care. I don't care. Mixing all fucking yellow cheese ass fucking hair colors together, bitch. Okay. Fine, fuck. Let's see shit. Is Amelia fart on some gay turd shit? Some liberal fag shit? Probably. Probably.
Magazine cover is without a doubt a gift that keeps on giving. Things that are shown on
Alright,
this
everybody shut the
cover.
fuck up.
So the
Harvard's a
2026
whore.
Economist magazine cover is without a doubt a gift that keeps on giving. Things that are shown on this cover keep coming to fruition as we knew it would. As the magazine covers prior to it have shown us things that also came into fruition. For example, the 2024 cover, the 2025 cover. Well, somebody in my previous video pointed out something very interesting when it came to the 2026 cover.
Video game
Now,
brain.
on my other channel, Seconds of Horror, I had spoken about these brain organoids. They are human brain cells in a petri dish, and by all accounts, we're being told they're alive, and they are supposed to be an alternative to AI. I'm going to go ahead and play that video because it goes into greater detail about what's going on here. But
Oh, so they want to replace artificial intelligence with real brains. Oh, that's cool. And then force them to play video games so they basically feel like they're in hell. They're in a hell simulation. How fucked up is that? Oh, it's done? Oh, magically done. Taking a shower and everything. I'm in hell. That's where I am.
like that, this was 2 weeks ago. You showed her off the refund, and look at the difference.
I know. I almost thought that I was gonna die at some point. Ugh. What?
What are you okay?
I'm tired. I am
Before I
streaming. I'm
do,
tired.
keep in mind the 2026 Economist magazine cover
I thought you already
shows
took a
us
shower.
brains connected to a video.
I'm gonna go blow my nose. I know. I can do whatever I want. This is free will. I just found garbage, like the big ass bag of garbage that needs to be thrown out, and it's not getting thrown out. I can feel the snow, like it's inches away from my legs, and it's outside. The window's right there. It's just a draft, a nice, beautiful, perfect draft coming through a closed window. I feel like I'm outside a little bit.
Video game controller. Again, brains connected to a video game controller. Again, brains connected about what's going on here. But before I do, keep in mind the 2026 Economist magazine cover shows us brains connected to a video game controller. Again, brains connected to a controller, and in this video, I'm going to talk about how these brain organoids are playing a video game, but to them, this could be their hell. This is their reality. So this first news story is pretty terrifying in a sci-fi dystopian way. There are these things called brain organoids. They are actually lab-grown human brain cells in a petri dish, and they are derived from human stem cells that mimic early human brain development.
They have to fucking stop with this shit. I. This is like demonic fucking science because I feel like these brain particles, brain matter, is fucking sentient. It can feel, it can sense the fuck shit is going on. At least in order to be aware that it's in a video game in the first place. How fucked up is it that they have a fly trapped in a simulation or some bullshit? Kill it, get it out of its misery, and stop fucking with life so hard. I think you pissed God off enough, fuckers.
and structure and basic functionality. Now, while these scientists behind them say that they are indeed alive, they do go on to say that they are not conscious or sentient like an actual human. That
You know what that sounds like? It sounds an awful lot like the island. What they said about the oh, you know, just bags. It's just a bag of organs, you guys. They're not alive. They can't feel anything. They're literally people walking around. Remember the dude in a freaking what Green Mile? He also playing that movie. They had him open, doing surgery on him, trying to take stuff from him or something. And he woke up in the middle of it, and he was trying to run out and escape, screaming, "I don't want to die!" while they were dragging him back. Yeah, it's just a bag of organs, you guys. They're not alive.
their purpose is not only for breakthroughs through modern medicine, but it's a great alternate replacement for AI. It's more energy efficient. But there are other researchers out there and the National Health Institute that are saying these scientists are downplaying the brain organoid sentience for ethical reasons. They don't want to get in any trouble. That not only have they shown actual cognitive abilities, but for example, this article from UCLA Health that with time, the brain organoids grown in a lab mature much like infant brains. These scientists have had these brain organoids playing Pong and also put it in a simulated environment where it believed it was a butterfly doing everything a butterfly
They just
would do, and it
they just don't mind torturing life as whatever torture they can imagine. They can just come up with out of the fucking ass. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it because science.
did not know any better. This is where things become even more horrifying because, much like the brain organoid thinking it was a butterfly, this lab, Cortical Labs, have put these brain organoids in hell because they have it playing a video game
I gotta
called
wake up.
Doom. Now, for us, it looks like it's playing a game, but for these brain organoids, depending on its conscious level or its sentience, because we really don't know, at the end of the day, it's still being debated. This could actually be its reality where it's facing a constant barrage of demons trying to level or its sentience because these brain organoids in hell because they have it playing a video game called Doom. Now for us it looks like it's playing a game, but for these brain organoids, depending on its conscious level or its sentience, because we really don't know, at the end of the day it's still being debated, this could actually be its reality where it's facing a constant barrage of demons trying to attack it. What is even creepier is that it goes on to say, based on scientific understanding as of early 2026, it is highly unlikely that a brain organoid playing Doom feels pain or fear in any human sense that we know of when its
That we
character
know
is
of.
attacked. However, it is possible for the organoid to detect, respond to, and potentially dislike the electrical signals
Why are you putting brain matter through this shit? It's it's so disgusting.
representing the attack. We can see right here when the brain organoid thought it was a butterfly, they used this example right here with the signals going off in its brain as proof that it was experiencing something. So even though they might not feel pain in the sense that we feel pain, like for example getting hit with something, but they can still dislike it. And this reminds me of that
Who
saying,
doesn't
I
want?
have no mouth, but I must scream. And really, I can't think of a more
I have no
terrifying
mouth. I
game
must
world
scream.
outside of Silent Hill that you think is your reality than Doom. And if they're just showing us this now, imagine what they've really been doing for decades upon decades. And with all this strangeness going on in the world, one has to really ask, what has CERN been up to? Well, apparently
Fuck
CERN has
CERN.
come out and said that they, for the very first time in history, are going to be transporting antimatter. This video comes from Beauty Mert.
What? Hey, fuck off. What was
So,
that? Love Hina?
CERN
Perverted
researchers are
shit.
testing traps capable of transporting antimatter, which explodes.
Oh, Love Hina is a fantasy of some incel motherfucker that you guys have noticed has disappeared from my channel recently.
Duty mert.
So, CERN researchers are testing traps capable of transporting antimatter, which explodes into energy as soon as it comes in contact with regular matter. This truck that contains this 1-ton device. This device contains some of the most exotic material on Earth. It will go on a 20-minute test run around the campus, and this is their goal. To reach this moment has taken years, but if the test goes well, meaning the truck returns with the antimatter intact, it will pave the way for CERN to transport the material to other laboratories. In those facilities, researchers will perform precision measurements in the hope of learning why our universe is built from matter and not these bizarre mirror particles. It's definitely not the fact that we have another universe that mirrors ours or anything. This is crazy, and some of it I didn't even know. The reality is reassuringly mundane. Antimatter emitters are readily available at supermarkets in the form of bananas, which emit antiparticles through the radioactive decay of potassium. Sadly, they have limited value for understanding the universe. The device on CERN's truck will carry about 1,000 antimatter particles weighing about a billionth of a trillionth of a gram. Should the containment fail and the antimatter make contact with normal matter, the resulting pulse of energy would be so feeble the load doesn't even warrant a radioactive label. Yeah, something sounds really weird about that, but maybe that's just me. But look at how this works. The trap itself is a feat of engineering. It must hold antimatter in such a way that it never comes in contact with normal matter. To do this, the chamber is held under ultra-high vacuum comparable to the emptiness of interstellar space. It is cooled to negative 269 degrees Celsius, causing any stray gas to freeze on the chamber walls. Strong magnetic and electric fields are then used to hold the antiprotons in the center of the cryogenic chamber. The fields are strong enough to hold the antimatter in place should the truck hit bumps or brake sharply in transit. In the center of the cryogenic chamber. Strong magnetic and electric fields are then used to hold the antiprotons in the center of the cryogenic chamber. The fields are strong enough to hold the antimatter in place should the truck hit bumps or brake sharply in transit. Perhaps the greatest threat to the material is getting stuck in traffic and the power supply failing. What is the point of including that part? Everybody's gonna think what they want, but when it comes to CERN, God, maybe I just need to take people down that rabbit hole too. I'm just saying, what was supposed to happen in 2012 and what experiment took place in 2012?
So something very weird is going on here when they come out and say that, oh, nothing, no big deal here, nothing to worry about because these type of things are in bananas. They try the same thing with neutrinos, which they call ghost particles. Yet for whatever reason, the United States is spending anywhere from $3 to $5 billion for this deep underground neutrino experiment, which they say will help them understand what came before the Big Bang. It's all a lie. These organizations, especially CERN, they are doing something very shady. So it seems like we have another Kate Middleton situation on our hands here, but this time involving Bibi Netanyahu. If you remember, news and media came out and said that Kate Middleton had not been heard or seen from since December, and it was already like 2 months later. The royals, they were sending out photos and videos that were clearly AI. People were examining these photos and videos of her with a fine-tooth comb to the point that even media said that the royals were as trustworthy as Russia. Then it was all swept under the rug and forgotten about. One of the weirder moments of 2024. But it seems like ever since this video right here of Netanyahu, where people are saying it looks like at one point he has 6 fingers, but the whole video also looks like it could be AI generated, people believe that he has possibly passed away. And to debunk this, Netanyahu has been sending out videos of himself, like for example this one right here, where he's seen in a coffee shop. He even puts his hands up to show that he does not have 6 fingers. People are even saying that this video is AI for a few reasons, but to me personally, it all has to do with the coffee cup. You can clearly see a full cup of coffee. It's filled to the top. Yeah, he tilts it, he bounces it around. He's not holding it in a way that somebody would be careful holding a full cup of coffee, and yet not once do you see it drip or splash out the cup. The excuse being is that it's a latte with foam at the top, and the foam dampens or suppresses the latte from being spilled out. But as you can see from this angle and the way he's holding it, there's no amount of foam that's going to stop at least some of the latte from dripping out the way he's holding the cup and how filled to the top it is. You can see it trying to multiple times, but it just never does. But again, people are really going through this video pointing out a lot of red flags. And so I guess since people are not buying this video, he released another video where this time he's outside, he's talking to people to make it seem like it's more believable. Except this time there's another issue involving his ring that people are calling out. People are saying that his ring disappears when he puts his hand on the chair.
Yes.
What the fuck is this? Type of retarded. Fuck off. Oh, the ring disappears. His ring disappears, yeah. It disappears and appears. The ring. And then the ring just is there again.
So these videos that are being sent out and people pointing out the discrepancies, leading them to believe that these videos are AI, does that mean that Netanyahu has passed away? I don't know, and I don't think anybody really knows. For all we know, he could also be in an underground bunker. Which is more likely the case? These leaders, they start these conflicts, and those that really feel the burden of these conflicts are us in the public, while they go hide in their bunkers that put some mansions to shame. But the question I have is that why are they sending out these videos that do have clear discrepancies? We do know that the so-called powers that be have AI that is night and day than the AI that we have. When we see these discrepancies in these videos, we are comparing it to the AI and technology that we, the public, have that's clearly watered down. For example, we can see a video put out where somebody's hands or fingers don't look normal, and we'll say to ourselves, aha, it's AI, because we know that AI cannot get hands and fingers 100% correct. But again, we're basing that off the technology that we, the public, have. Am I to believe that the so-called powers that be have AI that has not perfected hands and fingers? No, I don't believe that. I believe that the so-called powers that be have perfected AI decades ago. The AI that we have that we think is mind-blowing, that can distort reality, like for example Sword 2, that can even do voices, this is ancient technology to them. We have a ColecoVision or an Atari, while they have a PlayStation 10 or 11. They have already probably played Grand Theft Auto 20. Even if these videos are real, don't you think that his team, before sending these videos out, would have gone over these videos about 3, 4, or 5 times and said to themselves, well, they're already labeling your other videos as AI. We need to be careful about this video. Saw his ring missing and said, maybe we should edit that out just in case. But they don't. They still send it out because they always want us guessing. They always want us questioning reality. They always want us in a state of confusion. They probably did send these videos out with clear discrepancies because they want us to believe he probably did pass away. Think about all the things we have seen on TV over the decades, even back to the 60s, that we thought were real, that today we theorize might have been AI all along. How fooled we were. And now we're being led to believe they have AI that can't even get hands properly, or he's seen in the coffee shop. Yeah, these are fake videos in my opinion anyway, but they didn't send them out to confirm he's alive because they could have used something far more advanced. They did this to keep us again in a state of confusion, to keep us guessing. These people are tricksters. They see us as the fools. So the question to me anyway isn't whether he's alive or not. The question to me is, why are they sending out these low quality AI videos when they know they can do so much better? Videos that are easily discernible.
Sam and Steve are identical twins, but they definitely have their differences. Sam drives a Kia K4.
So, that's it. 12 minutes. That was it. Amazing. No time. 15 minutes. So they took the same art and they just edited it a little bit. Like, why do they keep on using speed? Probably leave him alone. I don't want to fight anybody at all. Chapter 3, Season 3, Playground. Hmm. I don't even know if I'm paying attention. Is that supposed to be? Oh, that's okay. That's just a random skin shit. Good. Gas station night shift. No, I don't want to be scared right now. I'm too tired. It's that would just piss me off. I'm scared right now, but I'm tired. Maybe some fucking playing golf because I'm just like I'm so fucking tired. Yeah, bitch. My guts hurt. Okay. Where to sleep? Okay. I don't know what's the problem. Where's the rotten food smell coming from? Okay, 22. Figure out which one has the signal. Maybe I'm saying like right in one might be this one. I just sometimes know. Not. I know it's not this one. That one there. Oh, okay, this one. Good. This one. Okay, now I know which one. Back rub. Okay. Are they open? Are they closed? Are they closed now? They're closed, right? They're closed now. Let me see. Okay, I want a copy of this. So. You know, like somewhere. He's still somewhere. Not here. Fuck. Fuck. I just need it in. Boom. Yeah. I guess I'll just make one more go down because I don't like an odd number. I'm not going to anyone. Okay. I'm gonna put one more. Iron settings. Ooh, no, wait, content. Weapons. Whatever. This one. I don't know how many of these are there. Three. I guess another one of these. Another one? Yes. Now it's just trying to see probably there. I just thought everything back here. I usually go here. Yeah, nice. Great, 22. Now there are 22 chests. Because there needs to be 2 chests that are exactly the same with 2 swords. So let me island. Where are you? Wait, island backup. He's about to have a snack at some point. 3 minutes or less. No, no. Let me see about starting game and let me see how it is to use the sword in the first place for a second. Because I don't understand. Oh shit. Oh damn, you like me. That's hot. Very good. Okay. I'm happy. Return to lobby. Yes. I should have drank my freaking thing to make sure that I could keep it. Or to see if it disappears or not. Whatever. Gotta go. We'll figure it out when I actually play it with humans. That's it. That's my stream. I know I started as fucking cranky as shit because I am. I'm fucking tired. But yeah, gonna fuck off now. Time to give him a snack and time to go back to sleep. Toodles.